Welcome to my Vietnam travel series where I have been taking you guys through the land of best pho, banh mi's and delicious coffees. If you are planning a visit to Vietnam, look no further as this fun-packed itinerary will make sure that you have the best time and an unforgettable experience in this beautiful country. Let's go! Our day 4 in Ho Chi Minh City started with visiting a cafe which is highly famous for its traditional egg coffee. The cafe was located in a small alleyway and we loved its traditional and vintage style. The menu also had many brunch options for Western dishes such as salmon and avocado toast which we got, and it was super delicious. We had to get it twice. As this cafe is called Little Hanoi and egg coffee was originally invented in Hanoi, I had no doubt that this coffee would be delicious and it truly lived up to my expectations.
So the top part is a sweet part, and then the bottom part is a little bitter, and then you mix it.
The food here was not only super delicious, but it was also super affordable, so this place definitely needs to be on your list. Our next stop was the famous Saigon Central Post Office where we decided to do something super fun and wholesome. We decided to send postcards from Vietnam to our families and friends overseas, and we chose a special day to do this because it was our anniversary and we thought this would be a super perfect and thoughtful souvenir to send home. I honestly spent so long writing each card, but this felt so wholesome and I would definitely suggest you do this too, and you will have something to cherish forever from this trip. Wow, I would have never thought that a visit to a post office could feel this good. But let me tell you guys a secret spot for amazing photo opportunities, which is also just 2 minutes walk from the post office.
Hanu, smile.
The Ho Chi Minh Book Street is filled with aesthetic bookshops, so you can get some amazing photos like we did before heading for lunch. And guys, getting lunch this day was an adventure on its own because the spot that I had chosen was closed when we got there, so I asked locals to recommend us a restaurant, which was pretty interesting experience because even though the interior here was gorgeous, this was the least satisfying meal we have had in our entire trip, and it was also the most expensive. So we started off with ordering a drink, and the drink was actually really good, so we thought, we're off to a good start, but this is when things started to turn bad. We ordered 2 bancha sets, which is traditionally a northern Vietnamese dish, and you guys, while we were in Hanoi, we had so much bancha for the fraction of the price and it tasted so good. But here, not only the food was disappointing, but the prices were so extreme. We got a pork omelette for 8 Australian dollars and we had one bite and we literally left it. And the bancha was so overpriced as well. We ended up paying around 45 Australian dollars for the food that we literally just left. So this was the one and only disappointing experience that we had in Vietnam. Guys, I just love the vibes in Ho Chi Minh City so much. Like, any park that you go around has gym equipment, and then there's people fishing near the Saigon River, and everyone is just like so chill and calm, and everything is just so beautiful. So even if you're not doing anything, just take a stroll and it will feel great.
Thank you. You need that? Have a nice day.
Today is our final full day in Ho Chi Minh, which is so sad because this city has been just wonderful and so fun. But today we are going to be doing something super exciting because if you know me, you would know when I'm traveling, I love being as authentic. I love eating what the locals eat. Me and Rajat are going through Saigon with this food tour company. I've seen them on other other travelers' YouTube videos and stuff. So that is so exciting that I'm getting to do the food tour as well. I just feel so good and like happy about it. But anyway, so we are gonna go on a 3.5 to 4 hours trip all through Saigon. So I'm just so excited to have a local experience and try all the local food on my last day. So I'm just glad I'm not gonna miss out on anything and I'm not gonna have any FOMO. So I'm super excited. We're gonna go on scooties and ride through Saigon. So I'm gonna take you guys with me so you don't miss out anything too. So let's go. You guys, we are literally such big foodies that we went to have food before the start of a food tour. Please don't judge us, but this Bme Place had been on my list for so long as it was recommended by so many locals, so I couldn't miss it. The banh mi here costed $3.98 and the shop only does pork meat option, so I got one for myself. But if you are someone who doesn't eat pork, then don't you worry, because there is one banh mi shop literally next door and it was so much quieter and the banh mi's were so delicious and they have so many more options and the staff was absolutely lovely and the prices were affordable as well. So if you guys don't eat pork or if you want to try another banh mi shop, I would highly recommend you guys check this one out. You guys, look at those fresh ingredients, red chilies and crispy looking baguette. By this time we were so spoiled because we were so used to having banh mi's and Vietnamese coffees every single day. Vietnam is literally heaven for foodies. We then headed to our apartment where our lovely local food tour guides were waiting and we were off to a super fun packed day, which was so exciting.
Go very close to our first stop in an old residence.
Our first stop was at a local restaurant ran by a lovely couple who were so welcoming. We had some delicious Vietnamese noodles here and got to know each other a little more. It was so fun sitting with locals and enjoying Vietnamese food.
I recorded it. He looks 35.
Meet the tour guide, Jay.
Hi.
Meet the tour guide, Jay, Tracy, yeah. And meet the tourist, Hanu. Hanu, what are you eating?
Meat pork bit. Yes, exactly.
Oh. Ah.
Duck noodles.
After that delicious meal, we were definitely in need of some steps, and Tracy and Jay showed us the local area and the apartments that are currently given to families of soldiers that served in the war, and it was just such a nice local experience.
So are all these apartments like this? That's true. They're the same.
We were then off on our scooters to our second foodie destination, and you guys, when I tell you, this food tour was so useful for experiencing how locals live their lives daily, visiting local markets and eating food that only locals eat, and it was just so nice getting away from the touristy city center. On our second stop, we decided to get Tam, which is a traditional Vietnamese dish made from broken rice. And Tracy and Jay showed me how to eat it like locals.
Then we would take the fish sauce. Yeah. And then we eat. We eat with egg and pork. Okay.
The locals love eating this dish for lunch, and even though the ingredients are basic and consist of broken rice, eggs, fish sauce and sweet pork, the dish is so special, and once you have it, you really can't get over it. I have literally been trying to make this dish at home since I've been back, but it's really not the same. And guess what? The dish only costs less than $3 Australian. I then told Tracy and Jay that I've been wanting to shop at local markets, and they actually took out time to take me to local markets with no touristy traps where you can find best quality stuff at local prices. Guys, there were so many options here and you can literally get whatever you want. I got myself a couple of shoes, hair accessories and some snacks to take home.
Hi Tracy. Hi Jay. Hi Hanu. Hi.
So after a successful shopping spree and visiting a lot of other food joints, we decided to end our tour by visiting a hidden cafe which only locals know of. When we got here, I couldn't even find the entrance myself.
So apparently this is where Vietnamese people have their coffee, and this is not a very known spot for tourists, but local people love this cafe. But I can't find the entrance. There's a cat here casually sleeping, but where is the entrance? Let me take you guys through this door.
The vibes at this cafe were super relaxing and calming, and I got myself a honeycomb latte which honestly tasted so freaking good. Thank you to Saigon Happy Tour and Jay and Tracy for giving us the best memories on our last day of Ho Chi Minh City. To finish off the day, I decided to get my hair colored at this highly rated Korean hair salon. Whenever I'm in Asia, getting my hair done is mandatory. But this time the experience was little interesting because most of the hairstylists didn't speak English and we were using Google Translator to communicate. I showed them a picture of blonde hair color that I wanted, but shockingly my hair turned orange. I was so panicking, and by this time it was their closing time, so most of the staff had already left. But my hairstylist and the manager were so nice and they stayed back an extra hour after the shop closed to fix my hair. At the end, I didn't get the results that I was expecting, but I had fresh new hair color, which was a good change, and all for under $50. We ended our last night in Ho Chi Minh City by visiting the famous Bme walking street where the nightlife comes alive, and this is the best party street I have ever been to. The clubs and bars here are quite literally next level, and there's just no better place in Ho Chi Minh City to party than this. And just like that, our journey in this beautiful city has ended and we are leaving with a lifetime of memories. But don't you worry, I will be seeing you next week with more travel inspirations for Hoi An and Da Nang. Hope you found my tips useful and I will see you guys next week. See ya!